Hi everybody, this is Scott Gustafson, e-business expert, and I'm coming to you once again from my home office here in sunny North Carolina. And today I wanted to talk about something that is absolutely vital to your business, whether you have a home-based business, online business, multi-level marketing business, even a brick-and-mortar business. And this is kind of a prelude to my first video, Taking Action, whereas I discussed how people who don't take the time, take the necessary action to learn the skills that are vital to their business, they don't succeed. And that's the reason why only 3% of businesses succeed today. Well, a lot of people don't take that necessary action because of their fear. People are naturally self-conscious about what other people think about them or view them. Their appearances, what we do, and the things that we say, that we naturally shut down on the inside. We're too afraid to even speak our minds. There's this great joke that Jerry Seinfeld always tells, and it goes something like this. The number one fear in the world is speaking in public, and the number two fear in the world is death. Now, that means people would rather be the person inside the coffin than the person giving the eulogy at the funeral. And I had that same fear growing up my entire life. I was naturally shy. I didn't speak unless I was spoken to. And it was something that I carried with me all the way through college. I really didn't break out of my shell until I was about 21 or 22. And because of that, I didn't have a lot of friends, and I never went out on a lot of dates. And I carried that same fear when I joined my first online business. They immediately said, if you want to have a successful business, you have to share it with everybody. You have to share it with your friends and your family members. You have to go out and promote it because you're your own advertising company. And I said, there's just absolutely no way I can do that. So instead, I would spend hundreds of dollars purchasing leads, cold calling complete strangers, getting to know them, and trying to persuade them to join my business opportunity. And it wasn't until I went to a seminar where one of the top income earners of my company, somebody who was making a 7-figure monthly income, shared with the room his number one secret to building his successful business. And what he shared with us was that every day he would go out and talk to 10 people. And that's it. From the very first day to even today, he went out and talked to at least 10 people. Now, immediately in my mind, I said, no, can't do it. There's absolutely no way I can talk to 10 people. And I carried that thought with me all the way back to my home office, my little comfort zone there. And it wasn't until my monthly budget, where I was going from spending hundreds of dollars to spending thousands of dollars purchasing leads, trying to get people to join my business opportunity, that I realized that I was spending more money than I was producing. And I knew that I had to break outside of my comfort zone. I had to change my thought processes. And I made a promise to myself that I would go out and talk to at least one person, just one person a day. Now, I wouldn't go out and try to promote my business and talk about all the great things there are about having your own business and having that extra income to do the things you want to do. No, I would just go out and I would strike up a conversation with somebody about the weather or sports or current events, or just comment them on their outfit that they were wearing or some crazy haircut that they had. And I would just work my way up until I was finally talking to 10 people a day. And once I realized that I could be comfortable just having a normal conversation with somebody, that I made another promise to myself. I would go out and talk to one person a day about my business opportunity. Well, the people who were so comfortable with me, once they opened up a little bit more, they would finally ask, well, what do you do for a living? And that's when I shared with him my business opportunity. And sure enough, that person was interested. And so that made me talk to more people. I was talking to 10 people a day, 20 people a day, 50 people a day about my business opportunity. And I became so comfortable that it just became a natural habit for me to do the same thing I was doing on the phone, do it in person. And I realized, hey, if I can do this, anybody can do this. And I started training people to just talk to people, getting to know people. And in return, my business started to succeed. And I kind of broke away from the phone, and instead I would go out and go down to my local coffee shop, or I'd share my business with the people who I normally would have dinner with. And doing all this, it got me out of my comfort zone. So there's that old saying that if you want to be successful, you have to think outside the box. Well, you can't just think outside the box. You can't just step outside the box. You have to leap outside the box. And it doesn't matter if it's speaking in public or doing cold calls or doing a webinar. Whatever your fear is, you have to break outside of your comfort zone. So once you do that, you'll realize that there are so many more avenues to building your business. You want to do something you know you would never do, as though there was no one else around you, and you just do it. Something that produces change, it produces results, and in return, you'll see it changes your lifestyle and thereby changing your business as well. You got to do something that's so unorthodox that when you look back, you can't even see that box you broke out of, and you say to yourself out loud, I can't believe I did that. And so doing something uncomfortable every day until it becomes habit, and your habits will change your thinking and thereby changing your actions, and you'll see the results in your online business. So in the great words of Aristotle, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit. So change your habits today by conquering your fears. Get uncomfortable. Do those things that are uncomfortable. Do the things today that others won't, so you can do the things tomorrow that others can't. This is Scott Gustafson, e-business expert, telling you to conquer your fears.